we have for a number of years in South Africa been talking about RPL. I'm actually quite excited by the way that the stakeholders are cooperating in terms of the implementation of RPL, because there's a huge need for recognition of skills and knowledge that people have acquired through experience and so on. And I think, judging from the responses that we're getting, as well as from the fact that we have a task team, a ministerial task team that is overseeing RPL, I see progress in the next 5 years. I think we are going to move forward now in terms of implementing and seeing results around RPL. I think the driving force comes from different areas. First of all, it comes from the need. People are now starting to understand what RPL is and what they can benefit from it, and they are asking questions, and they are asking how they can be RPL'd, where they can be RPL'd, and so on. And also, I think from policy level, the Minister of Higher Education and Training set up a task team to make sure that RPL is being implemented, as well as stakeholders who are involved in RPL. I think now they want to see action. Most people now are talking about how do we make sure that this thing works. I think what has prevented us from implementing it was the lack of buy-in from stakeholders. There was reluctance, and there were challenges that people were focusing on, like funding, resources, and so on, and not focusing on the positives that the process is going to bring in. So I think now people are saying, okay, let's do it, and we will be fixing things as we go along. But to sit and talk and think that we're going to fix all the problems before we actually implement is not going to take us anywhere. So I think people now are have bought into the system, and now they want to implement. And as we go along, then we will look at challenges and how those can be resolved. We have been at SAQA, we have received quite a number of inquiries from people who wanted to be RPL'd. They had experience over the years, and they wanted to be promoted or wanted to move on and learn in order for them to get a formal qualification. There are quite a number of people who have benefited. They would come back to us and say, I contacted the center, I was RPL'd, I did my portfolio of evidence, and I have received results, and because of that now I have a certificate. So I think there are areas, and as you speak to people, you do see that there are areas of excellence in terms of RPL. It is now about doing it on a much larger scale.